Imagine bidding farewell to a sport that's been your lifeblood for over a decade, after leaving an indelible mark on the game. That's the emotional reality facing England rugby icon Emily Scarratt today as she announces her retirement. But here's where it gets intriguing: this isn't just an end, it's a pivot to new beginnings that might just redefine her legacy. Dive in with me as we unpack the story of a trailblazer who's not only conquered the pitch but is now gearing up to shape its future. Just a short while ago, the two-time Women's Rugby World Cup champion Emily Scarratt made the heartfelt decision to step away from active play in rugby. A beloved figure in the sport, this centre has amassed an impressive 119 international appearances for the England women's team, known affectionately as the Red Roses. To put that in perspective, she's racked up 754 points in Test matches alone. That's a staggering total from 54 tries, 158 successful conversions, and 56 penalties. And get this, no other player in England's history has ever scored more points in the team's colours. It's a record that speaks volumes about her precision and dominance on the field. Her most recent chapter was nothing short of triumphant. Scarratt was a vital part of the squad that clinched England's third Rugby World Cup victory back in September. At the age of 35, she made history as the first Red Rose to grace 5 World Cups, a milestone that underscores her enduring passion and resilience. Her final official match was a brief but memorable 20-minute appearance in England's opening World Cup clash against the USA at Sunderland's Stadium of Light. Though that cameo marked her last time on the pitch, she remained an enthusiastic supporter from the sidelines, even fetching water for her teammates during their commanding 33-13 victory over Canada at Allianz Stadium. That game drew a record-breaking crowd of 81,885 fans, a testament to the growing excitement around women's rugby. Scarratt's legacy in English women's rugby is etched in gold. She's celebrated for her metronomic accuracy in goal kicking, her clever kicks during play, and an all-around skill set that blends extraordinary talent with deep passion, sharp intelligence, and natural leadership. As both a centre and fullback, she was instrumental in England's 2014 Women's Rugby World Cup triumph, where her trusty boot delivered the decisive edge against Canada in Paris. This success was especially sweet, coming as a balm for the heartache of losing the 2010 final to New Zealand, her debut tournament at just 20 years old. And this is the part most people miss: her journey wasn't without setbacks. In 2023, she faced a major hurdle with neck surgery to address a bulging disc that endangered her spinal cord. After a grueling 13-month recovery, which meant skipping the pioneering WXV1 event, she returned to action in February 2024 with her club team, Loughborough Lightning, in the Premiership Women's Rugby League. Over her 17-year international career, Scarratt's trophy cabinet is packed: 11 Women's Six Nations titles, the 2019 World Rugby Women's 15th Player of the Year award, captaining Team GB in Rugby Sevens at the 2016 Olympics in Rio, where they earned bronze, and securing another bronze for Team England at the 2018 Commonwealth Games. Her talents blossomed early. Born in Leicestershire, she shone in hockey, rounders, and basketball, even passing up a scholarship to study in the USA for the latter before dedicating herself to rugby. She kicked off her journey at Leicester Forest RFC but spent most of her senior club career with Lichfield Ladies, a powerhouse in English domestic rugby that produced stars like Sarah Hunter, Zoe Aldcroft, Vicky Fleetwood, Natasha Hunt, Amy Cockayne, Tamara Taylor, and Holly Atchison. Scarratt was among the pioneers who secured full-time contracts when women's sevens rugby turned professional in 2014. By 2019, she shifted full-time to 15s rugby and joined Loughborough. In her time with the African Violets, Loughborough's team, she's played over 50 games while juggling her on-field duties with media gigs, including co-hosting The Good, The Scaz and The Rugby and offering expert analysis for TNT Sports. And here's where things take an exciting turn. Scarratt has already embarked on a coaching position with Loughborough and will also serve as a specialist mentor for the Rugby Football Union this season, nurturing the next wave of talent. In her own words, she reflected, "I still love the game, but the time feels right to step away. You don't always get the chance in sport to make that decision for yourself, and I feel so lucky to do so on my own terms, proud of everything I've been part of. From my first cap in 2008 to walking out in front of more than 80,000 people at a World Cup final, the journey has been incredible. To have witnessed and played a part in the transformation of women's rugby from amateur to professional is something I'm immensely proud of. England coach John Mitchell praised her as a once-in-a-generation player. Her quality, her calmness under pressure, and her ability to lead by example set the standard for everyone around her. There was no better example of this than the role she played during the recent World Cup, where she added immense value off the field, despite not playing as much as she might have hoped for. That is just the kind of special person that she is. She's had a huge impact on the Red Roses and on women's rugby globally, and we're thrilled she'll continue to share that experience through a different role. Loughborough's head coach Nathan Smith added, "First and foremost, I want to congratulate Skaz on her remarkable rugby playing career. She is an icon of the game, and it has been a pleasure to be part of the final years of her career. A lot will be said about Skaz and her achievements within the game, and rightly so, but what I want people to remember is just how good a player she was. Skaz had it all. She is pound for pound one of the best players I have seen, and I am pleased that she gets to finish the game on her own terms. We are delighted that Skaz will be staying with Loughborough Lightning and Loughborough University in a coaching capacity, and she will be pivotal in the development of the game as a whole and the next generation of players." Now, let's pause for a moment of reflection, and perhaps a bit of debate. Scarratt's choice to retire on her terms is inspiring, yet it raises questions. In a sport where athletes often face immense physical tolls, should players be encouraged to step back earlier to avoid injuries like her neck surgery, or does pushing through such challenges build stronger legacies? And this is where it gets controversial. Some might argue that her limited playing time in the World Cup final was a missed opportunity. Given her experience, was this a strategic oversight by the team, or a sign of prioritizing younger talent? What do you think? Is retirement at the peak of one's powers the ultimate control, or should legends like Scarratt be given more minutes to etch their names deeper into history? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with her decision, or is there a counterpoint you'd like to raise? Let's keep the conversation going.